What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Indians live stream. No game right now. This will be my Mets series recap, and then I'll be previewing the upcoming finale of the season series against the Kansas City Royals. This is the final time this year we are facing Kansas City. 3-game series at home. And then we head back on the road for Detroit and Tampa. That'll be fun. Not many home series is left for the Tribe, as we are rapidly approaching the end of August, which means one thing. Baseball is coming to an end. And, of course, the rosters are expanding next week. And that'll be really fun because my guess is we will be seeing the likes of Bobby Bradley, Jake Bauers coming back. Who knows who else we're going to see? So probably a lot of pitchers. And, of course, can't move on without talking about the fact that the Columbus Clippers actually won their division. Yeah, the Columbus Clippers won the International League division that they are in. I think they have, 75 wins? They have almost as many wins as the Indians do. Oh, wow. Imagine that. But, yeah, they've been playing really well this year. I mean, of course, looking at that squad, I mean, all they do is they're like the twins of the freaking AAA system. They're the twins of AAA. All they do is hit bombs. I mean, God. Bobby Bradley, I'm going to start calling him Bomby Bradley. Dude hit like almost 30 bombs this year. Comes up here, only hits one. Time to panic. Not really worried about them. We still got a whole month left. I mean, we survived the toughest stretch of the year in my eyes. You know, we had to go to New York. Should have honestly swept the Yankees, but things happened, you know, and went to Flushing, Queens. I was expecting at least 2 out of 3, but obviously things did not go that way. Game 1 of the series was Shane Bieber, our ace, going up against Steven Matz. And as you would expect from 2 very, very high-level pitchers, the game was very close until late in the game. Yeah, when our normally reliable bullpen completely just they bit the bullet. They just all over the mound. I mean, Bieber was killing it. He was looking great. You know, and then they bring in Adam Simber. Adam freaking Simber. Oh, my God. There's a reason why whenever he comes in, I low-key sing, "We're going down. We're yelling Simber." Because this team literally just fell like a freaking tree that was chopped down by a lumberjack. Yeah. As the really sucky part about that was we had the teeth of the Indians' order coming up in the top of the 8th. All we had to do, they had one job, get out of the bottom of the 7th, down 4-2. And by the way, if you're wondering how we got there, it was interesting. Kipnis homered, 13th of the year. That was a tank shot. Then bottom of the 2nd, here comes J.D. Davis. You're going to hear that name a lot, probably a couple times in here. He homered as a response, 2-run homer. And then Kipnis singled and a run top of the 4th, tied the game up again. And then Michael Conforto homered, 2-run homer, 4-2. Now, as I mentioned, on the top of the 8th, we had the power part of the order coming up. Santana, Puig, and Ramirez. I was very hopeful that we could do some damage. And then the bottom of the 7th happened. Simber comes in, gives up a single to Frazier, walks Lagares. They bring in Rajay Davis for Wilson, who was pitching, Justin Wilson. Then Davis ground or sacrifice bunted. And then Rosario hit an RBI single. And there was 5-2 there. Then there's another substitution onto Wood comes in, panic singled, then Alonso doubled, and at that point it was over. Then there's a wild pitch, and then Conforto popped out, and then Ramos grounded out. So 8-2. And then just for lulz at the in the bottom of the eighth, Rajay Davis RBI double pretty much put it out of reach. So we lose that one, 9-2. Mats gets the win. He is 8-7. Bieber falls to 12-6. So, I'm like, put that game behind us, come out tomorrow and try to get the win. And, yeah. Now, game 2 was a lot closer, and I legit thought we had that game won. Literally, we had the game won. We had it won. All Brad Hand had to do was mosey on over to first and catch the throw from Lindor, touch the bag, game over, we win. But then the numbskull decided, I'm going to go home for some reason. Yeah, double play ball. Let me go home. Oh, Brad. Man, you saw how heated I got when that happened. We had the win right there. And of course, it was right after Santana homer, too. Santana is usually the one that's been saving his skin. Literally. The dude kept Brad Hand from, well, he technically did blow 3 straight games. But yeah, he blew 3 straight saves. 3 consecutive saves blown from Brad Hand. I mean, I know, like, closers go through spells where they suck. I mean, look at Kenley Jensen. Look how many saves he's blown. But, dang, bro, it's like, I can understand blowing a save every now and then. But this dude blew 3 straight saves. 3 of them. Damn near blew another one when the freaking Yankees were rallying. But luckily, we slithered out of there with a win in the split. Oh, my God. It's gotten to the point where people are literally saying, hey, when Carlos Carrasco comes back, do you think he can be a closer? To maybe take some pressure off of Brad Hand? Actually, that got me thinking. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, Carlos is out here throwing 97, 98 miles per hour in his rehab starts. Then again, Salazar did almost the same thing, but then he hurt himself. So I got to watch what I say when it comes to that stuff. And hopefully Carlos can stay healthy and, come back and help us out in the bullpen, because that's where he's going to be. But this game was definitely interesting. I'm not even going to go through the length because, I mean, Bieber and Mats both went very deep into the game. I don't even care. I'm not even going to go through the length of the pitchers in that one. They went deep, but then the bullpen just left it literally on the mound. Like, there's a big old pile of crap on the mound. So in game 2, it got started off with a Yasiel Puig ground out, but he did score a run. Lindor actually, I think, tripled before then, right? Or he wound up at third. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Let me see what popped off, because it was top of the third. It was actually another very even game, And starting pitchers were very even. I mean, you had Marcus Stroman. He was on his A game going up against Adam Plutko. Now, Stroman only went 4 innings, and it's not because of performance, as he was dominant. 5 hits, but only gave up 1 run. And then 1 walk and 1 K. I believe he left due to a hamstring injury. Plutko, on the other hand, went 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, and 5 Ks. Not bad. But It's like, while looking at the stats here, wow. And you know what's even funnier about that first game? I'm gonna go back to the first game real quick, and I'm actually gonna go through the. I'm actually gonna go through the pitching matchups for that one because that was it was a great matchup. You know, Matz was great, Bieber was fantastic, and then he comes out and the bullpen completely just blew it. And you can easily tell who blew it. Like, it's so funny. I was like looking through the stats from the pitchers. Because a lot of times you can actually tell where it all went wrong. And in that game, of course, you know, looking at the freaking box score, 7th inning. You look at who was in there in the 7th inning. I mean, Simber only went 6 1/3. He only got 1 out, 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk. That's where it happened right there. He's the one who gave up the ghost. Wood came in there, 2 hits, one. Can't even talk. 1 run, and then Metan came in there for an inning. 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Literally had one of everything except for a homer. So we enter game 2, and again, game was going good. Plucko wasn't trash, and it's been a common theme with him. Like, he'll give up a couple runs, but you just got to hope the offense actually supports him. And the offense actually, for a little while there, looked like they were trying to win it for him. And then the freaking bullpen happened. Wasn't even the whole bullpen. Like, it's so bad though. Like, look at this. You know, Plutko, great outing from him. Goody came in there, shut it down. Only 2 walks, but then he got 1 strikeout. Needed that. Oliver Perez. Wish this stupid MLB website would stop jumping on me. Perez, 1 hit, 2 Ks. Simber came in there, didn't allow a dang thing. Whitgren even came in there, got a hit, allowed a hit, but that's it. Got out of the inning. And then Brad Hand came in. 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk. Only went 2/3. Wow. Double play was right there. He had a double play. Couldn't do it. Tie game, and then, yeah. Wow. That was bad. Pucko, of course, went 6 innings. Stroman got hurt. He only went 4. And then Familia came in there, and then they used Brock and Wilson, Lugo, and Avilan. But yeah, Avilan gets the win. He's 4-0. Hand falls to 6-4. That's funny. Those last 2 wins he has were from Santana because those blown saves, I guess, allowed him to get the win because he was the last pitcher on the mound for us, essentially. Well, he was for the one game because then I think Whitgren actually got a save or someone got a save. I think it was Wood. It was Wood. Yeah, it was Wood who got the save in the Twins game when Santana hit the grand slam. That's right. I think it was Wood. Oh, well. So Santana saved his hide twice, but he couldn't do it there because Santana actually homered before Hand came in. If Hand would have been in there and then blew the save, Santana would have came in there and still homered, and then we would have won because that's the way Santana is. He likes saving Brad Hand's hide. And Ramirez tripled, and the funny thing is about Ramirez's triple is he slid between Frazier's legs, and he was still safe. that was classic. And then Santana homered, and then freaking bum-ass Hand decided to blow it. So we lose the series, and now game 3 comes around. We have a very reliable pitcher in Savali on the mound, going up against Syndergaard. And this game actually went into extra innings. Actually, no, it didn't go to extra innings. I thought it did, but it didn't. That's right, because it only went 8 innings. So we go from an extra inning game to a rain shortened game. And yes, this game was rain shortened. And looking back at it, I am so happy I did not stream this game. One, because it was boring as hell, as we didn't do a damn thing. And two, because the rain delays. There was 2 of them. They literally delayed the game one time for like, what was it, 2 hours? And then they said, oh, yeah, we're done. There's no more rain. Let's start the game up again. They literally start the game up again just long enough for it to start raining again. So then out comes the tarp again. And then they waited about, another half, maybe 15 some minutes around there. And then right as it started downpouring again, it was like a third surge of like a downpour. It was like a monsoon. They decided to call the game. So in our final game against the Mets, we get shut out. It damn near looked like we were going to get no hit. The offense was once again putrid. I don't know. Like, this is their first appearance in Queens since 2004, and that's what you do. Now, Mets fans out here trolling the Indians' Twitter page because the Indians' Twitter called them a fringe playoff team. Honestly, they kind of are because they're not in a playoff spot right now. So that means fringe playoff team. You're on the outside looking in. Well, what about the Indians? Well, I don't even know where we are. I know last time I looked, we were in the wild card spot, but we probably aren't anymore because this team freaking sucks. I understand you go through this every once in a while. You can't play dynamic baseball all year long. But God, bro, I mean, hey, I'm just happy we escaped freaking New York with the whole stretch with a semi-winning record. I think we were like 1 win over 500 during this like little murderer's row stretch of games. A lot of people were saying, yeah, man, you guys aren't going to win nothing. Well, let's see how we did during this whole murderer's row stretch of games here. As we pull up August 2019 here. All right. So I'm going to classify the series. I'm going to say after the Rangers series because they're not murderers, bro. They were cupcake. Oh, but you lost the game to them. I know. It was 1-0. But after that series, that's murderers, bro. 3 of 4 from the Twins. You lose 2 of 3 to the Red Sox. So right then and there, you are what? 4-3. Split with the Yankees. So you're 6-5. Wow. Okay. Actually, we're not over 500. Wow. Well, I mean, if you want to count the entire month, I mean, sweeping the Angels, that was expected. But we're like right around 500 for the whole month. And now we got Kansas City coming to town for the final time this year. I'm hoping that we can at least take 2 of 3 because the freaking Twins, of course, the Twins lose did they lose like a couple games or whatever to the White Sox? Well, they got to face the Tigers, and they're probably going to beat the holy crap out of them. And guess what, guys? We got the Tigers after in Detroit, so that'll be fun. And this is actually the first time the new acquisitions get to face, an AL Central cupcake team. Yeah, they faced the Twins already. They have yet to face the White Sox, Tigers, or Kansas City. So it'll be fun to see what they do here. We did see Franmil Reyes a couple times. Of course, we didn't see him against the guy he actually has success against. He actually had success against Syndergaard in his career, and we don't see him. Oh, my God. I mean, he did make a couple good at-bats. He didn't completely embarrass himself. I mean, that's good. But I'm excited to see what we got here. Of course, this is Players Weekend, so that'll be fun. And one more thing before I get into the pitching matchups for this series. I will not be streaming tonight because I'm streaming the Browns tonight. Yeah, Browns football, baby. Let's go. Browns and Buccaneers dress rehearsal game. I'm not sure who's going to play. I'm hoping that Baker and them don't play because I don't want them to get hurt after seeing what happened to Cam. I don't want to see my guys get hurt out here. For real. But anyways, tonight's starting matchup will be Jacob Junis going up against, if I can find it here. Yeah. Jacob Junis going up against Zach Plazak. So it should be a good one. See what this offense has in store. And the thing is, though, it's like the game last night didn't end until like after midnight. Yeah. The game did not end until like early this morning. Like past 12 or like 12:30, around there. In Kansas City, oh God, talk about a waste of time. They literally had to go to Boston on their way from wherever they were before then to come here. They stopped for a quick bite to eat in Boston to finish up their like 10th inning game against the Red Sox that was, held off, suspended in the 10th because it was tied. And it literally lasted like 15 minutes. Like, imagine going to a game. Imagine being the pitchers. You're warming up, you're getting ready. You go out there for 15 minutes. Okay, we're done. Did the Royals even get a hotel, or they just like – they probably just literally were on their way to Cleveland. They stopped in Boston for 15 minutes or whatever. Probably didn't even need to set up lockers. Like, imagine that waste of time. Waste all that time setting up your locker for 15 minutes of a game. They probably knew it wasn't going to take long. Thing is, there was an extra innings. It would have been so different if it was like only like in the 4th inning. That was in the 10th. So of course, the Red Sox walked it off. But hey, it happens, Mother Nature's crazy like that. Now, in terms of this matchup against Junis, let's see who's had success against him. I mean, we already know, like, the guys from, like, the team before these new acquisitions came in. We already knew. We pretty much know Junis. I want to see how Reyes and Puig have done against him, if they've even faced him before. I think Puig has faced the Kansas City Royals before. Excuse me. I don't know if they've faced Junis before, though. Excuse me. Dang. No, they have never faced him before. Wow. Oh, yeah. And you know what the best part is? We get to see Villarreal again. Villarreal's back. You have Brett Phillips and Ryan O'Hearn. And by the way, Kansas City actually got rid of Billy Hamilton since the last time we saw them. They also have Nick Dini. Wow. Bringing up all the young boys, eh? Minor leaguers. Of course, they still got Whit Merrifield. Oh, that'll be fun. But yeah, I'll be giving occasional check-ins on the Indians game during tonight's stream. It'll be fun. So, yeah, Junis against Plazak. Junis, 8-11, 4.78 ERA, 142 strikeouts. Zach Plazak, 6-4, 3.53 ERA, 61 strikeouts. And then we approach tomorrow's game, which I will be streaming tomorrow. It'll be fun. Can't wait. As It'll be, I believe, Mike Clevenger on the mound. And he will be, yep, it is, going against Glenn Sparkman, who is 3-8, 5.40 ERA, 61 Ks. Of course, Clevenger is over 100 Ks on the year, 3.11 ERA, and 8-2. Now, Puig and Reyes, of course, have never faced Sparkman. And Lindor has faced him 13 times. He has the most success with homers. And then finally, game 3, they actually have the Indians starter. It'll be Shane Bieber. But they have not announced the Kansas City starter yet. So have to wait and see who it is. But not sure if I'm streaming this game. But I probably will. Yeah. What is it? August. Yeah, here it is. Okay, let me find the matchup. Of course, the cool part is it's a freaking 1:00 game, so I'm probably not streaming. So wow, I'm not. Like I said, I'm going to start kind of cutting down on the Indians streams a little bit. Not streaming on Sundays now, and I'm probably only going to do like maybe 2 or 3 games a week. So it's the way it'll go. And then once playoffs start, what I might do is I might post a poll on my community notes or something, and kind of get your guys' voice on which series I should do. I might only pick like a series or whatever or 2 out of the first round to do, because there's going to be times in the first round where there's literally 4 games in one day, and I'm not sure if I can do all 4. Like, we're legit talking about at least, not even counting if games go into OT or extras, like, we're talking like 36 innings of baseball. I can do football games like that, where you have like 2 games in a day or something, but not baseball. That's 4 games. Basketball, no. I mean, I could probably do it, but we'll see what the matchups look like. Definitely doing the wild card games regardless. That'll be fun, especially if the Indians are playing, which the way they're playing right now, they're probably destined for wild card spots. But we'll see if the team picks it up here as we get into the month of September with some new blood coming in from AAA and stuff. It'll be fun. But, yeah, Bieber on the mound on Sunday. Not streaming that game, so in essence, I'm only doing 1 game from this series. Doesn't really matter because this isn't really the most, marquee matchup. It is the final matchup of the year, though, but between these 2 teams, but doesn't really matter much. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this live stream. Let me take a look at the chat real quick. It's all sports expert. Okay, yeah, he's spamming the chat. Okay. Well, it says it's TBD on Sunday. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. Just a reminder, guys, that I will be going live for Buccaneers-Browns tonight. Dress rehearsal game. Should be fun. Hope to see you there. Don't know if we're going to see Baker or not, but regardless, I think it'll be fun to stream the Browns again. I remember last year I did the Eagles-Browns game, and of course that was when Tyrod played and he got hurt, and then Hughes sent them back out there foolishly like an idiot. But yeah, it's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog 99. Let's go Tribe. Of course, go Browns tonight. And I'm out.